Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Davies, swiped away. And they're moving it up from the arc. Drills it from outside.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Here's Bunga. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's stolen by Brown. Hits it from the three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They set the pick. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. He has 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Cannon. Off with the layup. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
There's a screen. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Ntilikina. Lock at 6. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Cannon from long range. Not going to go that time.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to Davies. It's tipped. From past the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. There's the screen. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fires the 3, and the 3-ball is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cannon looking over the floor. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Cannon's got 5 now.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
From downtown, hits the three-point bomb. And this game is tied up now.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Connects from three-point range. He's got 14.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Shoots. Davies grabs the miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
34 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one, good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's Ntilikina. Scoreless thus far.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Brown outside. Here's the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Fires the three. No good on the shot. No good on that one. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Up by 4. And the second quarter about to get... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Lets the three fly. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Here's one bird. There's the three. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Here's Nedovic. Sinks the three-pointer. Nedovic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Fires from deep. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. With the shot. No good there.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
From deep, Washington buries the long-range jumper.
That's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Here's Nedovic. A 3-ball. Krzyzewski grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Buries it from 3-point range.
3 points.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's the home team. Out to the wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Bowling Boy, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here's Washington. He's tightly guarded. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. Dos Santos trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Good on the triple.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
1:22 left here in the second. They get it back. Jones kicks to Washington. Poked away. And here's the fast break. Pass to Bowling Boy. Here's Nedovic. Shoots the three. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Nedovic has got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries.
Nedovic. First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the visitors. They lead by 4. Pass to Bone Boy. Stolen by Washington. Here's the drive.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Pokusevski. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here,
once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds.
and that about wraps it.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Ntilikina out there with Brown, and it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the 2nd half. And Cannon gets it to go.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Out left to the wing. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 17 points in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Brown into the lane. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Cannon. He's covered by Brown. Launches it. Davies grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Brown. Here's Ntilikina. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. Bonga. Now Brown. Here's Ntilikina. Still without a basket. Nice open look, but it's no good. In the corner, Cannon with it. Traps in the tray.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Cannon's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Here's Bonga. It's deflected, and they get it back. To the middle. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Knocked away. Here we go, one-on-one. And he slams it one-handed.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Hands it from downtown. He's got 20.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
There's the pick. Cannon from long range. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Ntilikina. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession on Saturday. And then on Saturday. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. 4 on the clock. And finished off by Brown.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Fader on the way. The shot missing. Bonka deciding where to go with it. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Davies, the pass to Bonga. Lets it go with the 3. Can't hit that one. Bonga's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Pulls up for 3. It's good from long range. He has 5.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Stolen. Here's Lundberg. Got a piece of it. And he's able to get it back. Can't connect from long distance.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Up by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Tipped away. Here's the break. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Puts up a deep 3. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Offensive rebound. Fires for three. To the wing right side. Kalinic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Dos Santos from beyond the arc and then some.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Lundberg. They need this. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Dos Santos, a nice jump shot from the top of the key. 20 points for him. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Pass to Nedovic, launches it. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Washington, that's good. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. On the clock. Dos Santos. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Lundberg. Misses the three.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Dos Santos from outside off the mark.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Takes the three, and Jones pulls it down.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
Over in the corner, Washington. For the tie. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Parker outside. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. They get it again. Fires in the triple.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Fires from 14. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Parker right side, going inside, and Parker throws it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Ntilikina. They set the pick. To the inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, the more experience Frank Ntilikina gets, the better he looks. What a pretty pass.
From deep three-point range, he drops it from range. He's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Offline with a 3.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Satoransky right side. Off with the layup. Pass to Bonga. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Now here's Satoransky, defended by Brown. And a nice finish on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh, got that one up quick.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Now here's Parker. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Brown. With the drive. Releases. That one's good. This game is all even. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Parker.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Satoransky. Pure from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Right wing. Here's the 3. And he buries his first look.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. No points so far. Pass to Parker. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from deep.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pokusevski with it. From the wing. That's good on the jumper.
Well, Pokusevski's shot ready on the catch. His mechanics are really solid.
Parker outside. Here's Vesely. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Up 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
We've got Washington, and it's Pokusevski in at the 4. Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by Pokusevski. Washington outside. Pass to Pokusevski. Six on the shot clock. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Well, sometimes when you're 7 foot tall, folks, dunking is easy. Mr. Pokusevski in prime position.
starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. To the paint.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. He's guarded by Washington. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. From outside the arc. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Well, Kokoszewski connecting with his teammates right there. Boy, that'll make you popular.
Anderson with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
He's guarded by Washington. Outside, Anderson. And again, unable to change momentum here. Kokoszewski with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Anderson covers. Let's go with a three. Hits the trifecta. He's got 6.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The three knocks down the triple. There's a minute 54 left in the second quarter. Now Washington to the wing, right side. Anderson covers. Pass to Kokoszewski. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Metu. Kokoszewski covering. And he dunks it down.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Washington outside. Anderson covers. Jones with a screen on Anderson. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Fall. Pass to Metu. To the left side wing. That three's off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Fires the three. Doesn't go that time. This one for three. Washington grabs the miss. Pass to Kokoszewski. No one near him. He's off on that one.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the home team.
They're hitting at a high clip.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Satoransky. Yet to see a basket. Puts up a three. The rebound by Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. Covered by Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. Satoransky with the steal. Out to the right wing. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. The three ball. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There's a screen. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Right around 1.5 minutes played in the 3rd quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Still no points. Bonga pass to Ntilikina. Drains the triple.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Into the 3rd. 2 minutes in now. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. For 3. He can't hit that time. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Here's Parker. And Parker throws it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Bonga. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. Bonga's got 6.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Here's Satoransky. Puts up a deep 3. Ooh, a misfire there. He's made 5. He's missed 5. Here's Bonga. Parker defending. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. They set the pick. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now here's Satoransky, defended by Brown. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
The 3. Satoransky pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Oh, it's stolen. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ntilikina. No made baskets yet. Here's the pick. Clock at 6. Unloads. Nails it from beyond the arc. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Aleksej Pokusevski, and it's Washington in at the point. Just 5 to shoot. And that's good for 2. To the right side, to the middle. Ball passes to Metu. There's a screen by Metu. The 3 is up. No good on the shot. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Washington. Picked by Pokusevski. Goes up from the top of the key, and yep, it's good.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
He's guarded by Washington. There's a screen by Metu. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Jones. Here's Lundberg. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Fall.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Anderson for 3. Gets the 3 to Fall.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Oh, he picked him clean. On the break. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Lundberg shot is off. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. The rebound by Lundberg.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fires from deep. That one no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Metu. Tipped away. And here they come. Pokusevski, the pass to Washington. Back to Pokusevski. Just 5 on the clock to win the cold spell. Drains the triple.
And this will be more and more a part of his game. The more efficient he gets. Pokusevski, a big who can shoot it.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Now here's Pokashevsky.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
.44 seconds left in the final quarter. Connects from downtown. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires away from way up. Did he? He did!
From long range. Woo!
How about that? So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Satoransky. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Here's the break for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Now here's Satoransky. There's the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Count that bucket.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
And here is Satoransky. Over to the left wing. Hernan Gomez finds Satoransky. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Parker puts up a deep 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Shoots. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
That one doesn't drop.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
3-pointer. No good on that one. And here's the break. Here's Sadoronsky. And the three ball is good.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a three on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Parker. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Parker. 5 to shoot. Back to Sadoronsky. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Covered by Parker. Knocks down the three ball.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Home team foul. Crvena. First personal foul. First team foul.
Up and in on the layup. He's got 5.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Cannon looking over the floor. No good on the triple. Parker outside.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For the away team.
That's good from Parker. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Parker drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Kalinic drills the three-pointer. Here's Laprovitola. Vesely inside. Here's Aprinas. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Leading by just 1. The second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
They've got Fall, and it's Aprinas in at the 2 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shots good by Laprovitola.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Dos Santos. And they come right back with their own three-pointers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Fall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And here is Vesely. Pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. Here's Aprinas. Offensive rebound. Vesely kicks to Aprinas. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Nedovic. Off target from outside. Anderson with the ball. He has yet to score.
Kalinic. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Laprovitola. Drills it from outside. Laprovitola's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Anderson kicks to Vesely. The kick out to Anderson. And they're running. Dos Santos drops in the tray off the fast break. He has 6.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Vesely. Anderson outside. He takes it in. Here's Abrinas. Trains the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 8 points.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
There's a good screen. Dos Santos. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Laprovitola. He's got 6, and he makes good on the layup. Laprovitola's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
To the left side wing. Dos Santos hits it from three-point range.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick out to Anderson. Banked in off the glass. Anderson's got his first bucket of the night.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Pass to Bone Boy from downtown. The rebound by Anderson. 58 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's Vesely. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Laprovitola. Vesely dishes to Anderson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. 12 points for him.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. They set the pick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Laprovitola. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want...
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. And trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet.
And that is...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Satoransky. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Satoransky. Out to Parker. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Hernan Gomez passes to Satoransky. And it's off from three-point range. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
We've got Parker. Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. And it's Satoransky in at the 2-guard. Cannon with the rebound.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Medu.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the visitors now. A 2-point game. A 3.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
There's Cannon with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Cannon's got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Fires away from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
And he converts the layup. Cannon's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pass to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Beyond the arc. Rebound by Parker.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Medu for the 3. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
That bucket in no time at all.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And they need to use that momentum, clawing their way back via fast break points.
That one goes in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
There's Cannon with the 3. Sinks the triple. Cannon's got 10 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
That gives them the lead.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Parker, right side. Pass to Medu. And here is Satoransky. Six on the shot clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Three-pointer connects from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 4. And right at... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Fall, and it's Vesely in at the 4-man position. The 3, it's deflected. Fast break, here we go. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Laprovitola to the right side. A 3 from Anderson. Ball's knocked loose. Defended by Anderson. Right wing. There's Cannon with the 3. Sinks the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
To the left wing. Here's the screen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Good on the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Fires the 3. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Laprovitola. Hits it from three-point range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Back to Cannon. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cannon's got 14 points now in the second half.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
A 3 ball. He doesn't hit that one.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his...
Oh, wow! Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man! Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Lets it go with the 3. Fall with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
He's got to take that shot no matter who's on him. He wants the ball in these situations.
Bangs home the trifecta.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's the 3. That shot off.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Here's Cannon. From past the arc, it falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. Rebound by Vesely.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Here's Cannon. Just 4 to shoot. Fades away. It goes straight through with the switch. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Offensive rebound. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
The fader. Fall with the rebound. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Takes a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Ntilikina. Outside, Brown. Jacks up a three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Off target from outside.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Over to the wing. Releases. And the jumper from the wing offline.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Fires the three. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. This one for 3. Hauled in by Brown. The ball's knocked loose. And there's a pick. Pass to Ntilikina. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
They get it back. Out to the right wing. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. The ball goes to the away team.
Taken away. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. He has 6.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Fires in the triple.
Tell you what, the size and height Ntilikina possesses helps him here, clearly, especially on these and-one opportunities.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. We've got 1:48 left in the first. To the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And the three-pointer goes. Here's Lundberg. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Counted from distance.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. Jones sets a screen. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Pokusevski. Here's Ntilikina. And that one's on target from the wing. Ntilikina's got 6.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
And stolen by Jones. From downtown, drops in the 3.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Up 1, and the second quarter about to get... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
We've got Washington, and it's Jones in at the 5 spot. He's guarded by Washington. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Lundberg. Lets it go. Good as the jump shot falls. He's got 5.
Dwayne Washington Jr.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Launches it. Jones grabs the board. To the inside, Pokusevski. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Jones sets a screen. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Lundberg's got 8.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Washington passes to Pokusevski. From outside the arc. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Beyond the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
To the wing, right side. Great look there, but off target.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Pass to Washington. Pokusevski with it. Here's the break. Fires for 3. Nice D from Pokashevsky.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
A deep three. Jones grabs the board.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He's guarded by Washington. From behind the arc. The rebound by Lundberg. There's the three. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. From deep. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Fires the 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. The 3 sinks the tray. 12 points for him.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Leading by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to... And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the home team.
They're getting good luck.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, it's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Pokashevsky's got 4 rebounds in the game. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from 3. Pokashevsky's got 11 points.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
They set a pick. Defended by Jones. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pokashevsky the miss. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Outside, Brown knocks down the triple. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. 3-pointer. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And there's the screen. The three is up. Sinks it from distance.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Ntilikina's got 9 points.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
Takes the 3. It's not going to go for him. Defended by Brown. Puts up a 3. No good that time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Misses the 3.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
There's the triple. Not going to go that time. Here we go, one-on-one. For 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. 20 points for him.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
He shoots it. Buries the jump shot.
Ntilikina is a terrific passer, always looking to share the ball whenever the opportunity is there.
There's a screen. The 3 is up. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
And here's Brown for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Brown's got 6 here in the quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Ntilikina. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Bonga. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Knocked away. Fast break, here we go. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away. Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Puts up a deep three. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Here's Nedovic. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Brown looking around. The 3 ball. The shot off that time. Well, Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Shot from the wing. Can't get it to fall. Now 5 of 7.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. There's a screen. No good from outside.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Inside.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Washington outside. Takes it inside. And he banks in the layup.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Here's Nedovic. There's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Washington's shot is good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Nedovic. Fires from way outside. Jones grabs the board. .59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches it from deep. That shot is off. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Defended by Jones. Fades back. The shot no good.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
No good. Fires away from way outside. Misses there. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared...
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Ntilikina out there with Brown, and it's Davies in at the 5 down low. Here's Ntilikina, 6 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Good patience on the pick and roll that time as Ntilikina taking what it is that he saw.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. The coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Parker outside. Pass to Satoransky. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Ntilikina can't hit. Pass to Hernangomez. Parker outside. Out left to the wing. There's the triple. A nice shot by Medu.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Now here's Satoransky. Out to the wing. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. Nailed from three-point land.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Brown, good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
There's the pick. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Hernan Gomez covering. 1:27 left in the first.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. To the left side wing. Satoransky looking around. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Now here's Parker. Defense is right there. Satoransky gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Nice move. Bonga, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Pass to Medu. Driving inside.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jacks up a 3. Carries it from three-point range. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the 2 guard. They've got Washington. Bo Kushevsky is out there with Jones, and it's Lundberg in at the 2 spot.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Laprovitola from the arc. 5 on the clock. Fall. The kick out to Anderson. Drops in the tray. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Over in the corner, Washington. From deep. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Washington. Here's Abrinas. Offline with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
He's covered by Anderson. From outside the arc. No good. Shot missing. Here's Latrovitola. Hasn't made one yet. And the layup's good off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Washington, that's good.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Latrovitola. Back to Abrinas. Fires it up. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
He's covered by Anderson. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've continued, though, to build momentum, showing a lot more confidence than we saw earlier. And this is the time of year to do it.
Here's Latrovitola. He's covered by Washington. Shots good by Latrovitola.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
There's 1:59 left in the first half of basketball.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Anderson passes to Latrovitola. Drains it from beyond the arc. Latrovitola's got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And there's the drive. Lundberg shot's good.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Abrinas. Knocks down the 3-ball. Abrinas has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Out to the right wing. He's covered by Anderson. Back to Washington. Latre. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
You've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Pass to Davies. Left side, Brown. Here's Abrinas. He's got 7. And a miss there on the triple. With 1 on the clock, he can't get it to go. And so that's the end of the first half. They're up by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look,
Coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the home team. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Medu is out there with Parker. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Zadaramsky in at the 2. Brown out there with Ntilikina. And it's Davies in at the 5 spot. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Zadaramsky against Brown. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Tries the spin move with the drive.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. There's the steal. Ntilikina looking it over. Pass to Bonga. And he drives in. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
To the wing on the left. Here's Parker. And finished off by Parker.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Zadaramsky against Brown. They set the screen. Clock at 4. To the paint. Here's Davies. Over to the wing. Here's Bonga. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Drops in the layup for 2. 7 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game. Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Away team foul. Brian, first personal foul. First team foul.
1:49 left to play in the third.
Yeah, still struggling to find the bottom of the net from three-point range this half. They were much better in the first.
For the lead. They get it again. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Medu passes to Parker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Davies. And Metu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For the lead. Rebound by Parker. He's covered by Brown. Satoransky in the corner. And the three ball is good. Satoransky's got his third bucket of the night. Satoransky's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Brown against Satoransky. Brown drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Leading by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Fall, and it's Latro Vidala in at the point. Abrinas with the bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Abrinas has gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Screen by Jones. Lundberg. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Rob. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Vesely kicks to Anderson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Here's Lundberg. 3-pointer. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Anderson from the arc. The offensive rebound. Vesely passes to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now Pokuševski. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. From deep Washington. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Latro Vidala. A 3-ball. The offensive rebound. Fall passes to Anderson. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Anderson.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Bounce pass Washington. Pokuševski with the ball. He's against Vesely. Clock at 6. Can they get it? And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And the foul on Pokuševski. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the layup is good.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
To the left side wing. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Fall. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. He's covered by Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Abrinas' shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now Jones. Washington with it. Sundberg. From 12 feet out. Fall with the rebound.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
To the wing right side. Knocked loose. And here they come. It falls. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Anderson outside. And here is Vesely. Shot clock at 6. Yes!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Pass to Washington. From deep three-point territory. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Satoransky. Drops in the layup for two.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Driving to the basket, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Shot clock at 5. The three knocks it down from distance. Satoransky's got 5 now.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. There's a screen by Metu from deep three-point land. Kicks it out to Parker. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And there's a pick to the right side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
Metu in the post. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Fires it. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
This one for 3. Second chance effort. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And there's the screen. On target from range. He's got 5.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
That's tipped. It's an even 3-on-3 break. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Satoransky outside. Hits the trifecta. Satoransky's got 8.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Metu. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Check out the immediate response to the jam.
Oh, both sides are fired up. Knocks down the long J.
3.
We've got 1:13 left in the first. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Parker. No good on the 3. Parker's gone 1 for 3 on the night. 4-3. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Good on the bucket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
To the left wing. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to drop. It's tipped. From deep. And he can't get that one. Over to the wing. The 3. Can't hit that one. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Here's the pick. Sinks it from distance.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Fires from the wing. Doesn't go for him.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
It's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. There's the drive.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And they pick up 2. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Left side Anderson. Three-pointer. That one is off. In transition, here they come. Here's Nedovic. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. It's stolen. Fires for 3. Stolen by Anderson. And they're on the break. Tipped. Here's Nedovic. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Sinks the tray.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
From behind the arc. He drops it from range.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall. Intercepted. They're running.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
banked it in off the glass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Here's Nedovic. Pure from three-point range.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Fall. A minute 9 left in the first half. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Takes a 13-footer, hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
46 seconds left in the first half of this one. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. On target from range. He's got 11.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying him. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Right wing. Takes the 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
It's stolen. Here we go.
Substitution on the court.
There's 6 seconds left in the first half. From deep. It doesn't go for him. And that'll do it for the first half of play. They lead by 7. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the visiting team.
I've got to admit.
Thanks, as always, for...
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chemezi Metu. And it's Satoransky in a shooting guard. Here's Parker. Out to the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
No good with a layup.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
From downtown. And Parker pulls it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And it's good for 2. He's got 6.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Hernan-Gomez. No points yet. Lets it fly. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
The three-pointer off the mark.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
From the arc. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. And they're pushing it up. shoots a fadeaway. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 5 rebounds in the game. Parker outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Parker's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. And the 3 off target. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. From outside the arc. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. And they're on the run. The 3 is up. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Here's Satoransky. Off target from 3-point range. In transition. Launches a 3. Satoransky pulls it in.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Parker. No good on the 3.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
From deep three-point land. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocks it down from distance. 13 points in the game.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Hernan Gomez. He's scoreless. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Satoransky. They get it back. Kicks it out to Parker. Takes a 3. The shot no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
On the take. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got his 6th rebound on the night. The open shot by Parker. Oh, missed the dunk at the buzzer. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Up by 7. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. There's a screen. Launches it. Knocks down the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Fall. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Fall's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
To the paint. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The three is up. Connects from downtown. 19 points in the game.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Fires from deep. Second shot opportunity. And there's the rejection. In transition, here they come. Buries it from three.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. Got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
Good. And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Anderson for three. Gets the three to fall.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
A minute 29 left to play in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's all from three-point range. A minute 4 left in the fourth quarter here.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
56 seconds left in the final quarter. Six on the shot clock. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The three. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
And the shot no good, a bit short. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
They get it back. And it's in.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Puts up a deep three. No good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these.